kicked down CM Punk's locker room door or something and got into it with him. I guess Punk threw the first punch. I don't know. If he did, I hope it wasn't with his injured arm. He apparently has a bicep injury. Wow, I don't know about that. I really don't. We haven't got much. No one's come out and said anything verbally, which, I'm not expecting them to. This is just me speculating what happened, or just guessing what happened. Not claiming I know anything about it. I'm not a journalist. That's not my job. My job on this channel, I feel like, is to give you my opinions on what I think happened, and if there's facts, I'm going to give you that. If there's not facts, I'm going to speculate on why that may not be true. I'm not acting like I know everything. I'm just saying. These are just theories. These are just speculations from me. That made Punk look really bad. And like I said, I know CM Punk is a controversial person. He speaks his mind, and I respect him for that. But at the same time, you have to set boundaries to where you can go and where you can't go. I mean, he's sitting there in front of his boss, in front of Tony Khan, burying these people verbally. He verbally murdered Colt Cabana, which, I'm probably going to get in trouble for that one. I don't know. But then again, Cabana was there last night, so maybe not. I don't know. But for the time being, he did. But do I think CM Punk is going to stay in AEW? I don't know. I highly doubt it. I've heard several things over the past couple weeks, and this is why I really wanted to get into this, because people are speculating now on fans on Twitter. I don't know, I don't have Twitter, but people on Twitter and people on the news sites have been like, oh, Punk's gonna go back to WWE. No, he's not. CM Punk is not going back to WWE. And I know they all say that. Oh, I'm never going back to WWE, and then they eventually do. But seriously, think about this. This is why I have respect for CM Punk in the first place, is what happened to him in WWE. He gets a undiagnosed or just ignored staph infection that people just ignored, and then he could have spread to the entire WWE locker room. They're really freaking dangerous. He gets put in a tables, ladders, and chairs match, a dangerous match, when he just came out of knee surgery, a couple weeks later. He gets fired, potentially, basically on his wedding day with AJ Lee, which, if you haven't read her book yet, go check that out. It's called Crazy is My Superpower. It's on Audible, if you can find it, if you want to listen to it. Those of you that have long car rides or whatever, planning on going on your next trip, maybe if you're a wrestling fan, you want to read a book, and if you have, if you feel like you need help or feel like you need anyone that relates to you, with mental health, that's a good book to read, because she talks about a lot of that. It's actually kind of helps me a little bit. I haven't finished it yet, but Crazy is My Superpower by AJ Mendez, CM Punk's wife. Yeah. This whole thing is just insane. No, he's not going back to WWE, I don't think. At least not until the buyout. Because I think I've heard rumors or whatever, I think it may be confirmed, I don't know, that they're just going to buy CM Punk's contract out. Basically, they're going to pay him to not do anything, because, he's injured anyway. And that's the sad thing about this, too. If Punk hadn't said all of that, and got in that fight, he would have been screwed anyway because he's injured again and would have had to relinquish the title anyway. Like, wow. I don't want to bash anyone, but I mean, I'm just saying. This is just my opinion. I respect CM Punk at the end of the day. I respect what he's done in his career. But I am, you know, yeah, I don't think he should have said them in the setting that he did. I mean, yeah, I understand you're not friends with Colt Cabana anymore. Yeah, that's a shame because I like both of them and would have loved to have seen them win the AEW tag team titles. Before it's all said and done, I don't know. Now I kind of want Colt Cabana to win the AEW world title. I don't know. Cabana got a raw deal out of this too. He wasn't involved in that backstage fight. He wasn't suspended or anything, but I mean, come on. We haven't seen him on AEW television for months. That's another thing that conflicts me about this. Because as much as I don't want to see CM Punk leave AEW, I don't want to see him walk out again. If that means Colt Cabana gets more AEW television time, then maybe that is the best thing. I mean, I know a couple months ago I was just saying I don't want him to walk out. I still don't, but if all this is going on and this is costing people their jobs, and Punk's what did Jericho call him, a cancer in the locker room? Maybe it is a bad idea. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna respect his career because I try not to judge people by their personalities outside of the ring or outside of the music industry or whatever it can be. I try not to let that ruin my fandom. I really don't. And, some people think that's pathetic, but, that's just my opinion. I'm still gonna, respect Punk for what he's done in his career. If this is his end, I think it ended really badly. Maybe even worse than the WWE one. I don't know. But if he waits it out, the best thing I can hope for, or that we can all hope for, really, and I don't know if this is the case or not, but the best thing you can hope for is that this all just blows over. He recovers. Maybe they come to an agreement, because I don't think he had problems with the creative. This wasn't like in WWE where he had problems with the writers or the creative team behind AEW. I think it was just a matter of people maybe saying things they shouldn't have. And yeah, if that's the case, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks being in a position of power like that, EVPs, yeah, they shouldn't have been spreading those rumors if they were. I don't, even if Punk, though Punk and Cabana don't like each other in real life, I don't think Punk's gonna go around getting people fired. I don't think that's the case. He even said, look, I don't want anything to do with him. I don't care where he sleeps. I don't care where he works. I don't care what he does. I want nothing to do with him, were his exact words. And, I mean, yeah, I understand Tony Khan. Like, I see both sides of this. I can see Tony Khan being like, we probably shouldn't put Cabana on television if Punk's here. Yes, I get Punk's the bigger star. I get it. But Colt Cabana, he was in WWE for a while and I didn't even know it because they didn't even they didn't even give him a chance. Like, he went to their developmental system and they got rid of him. Give Colt Cabana that bigger stage. He deserves that. And, like I said, if Punk is unintentionally costing people their jobs, I don't think he said anything about wanting to leave. like, he didn't come out and say anything like, oh, I'm done or whatever. You know, I'm not going to believe it until Punk makes a statement that says, you know what, I'm done. You know, I'm just not going to believe it until he says it, because all these reports that are coming in, yeah, he's injured. People think that, oh, he's done now. Like, you got to understand, he's injured also. He has a torn tricep, same injury as Cody Rhodes. Or bicep. Sorry. Same injury as Cody Rhodes. Cody's going to be out for another couple months. We may not see him back until January. Royal Rumble time, which I will be doing a prediction video for in a couple months. Sorry. But yeah. This whole situation is just sad. It's, you know, we don't need this in AEW. We don't need this. We don't need the backstage politics. We don't need that. You know, people can say what they want about CM Punk, but at the end of the day, for good or for worse, he changed that company. Or changed the business. For better or for worse, CM Punk, Phil Brooks, changed that company. Not just AEW, WWE, Ring of Honor, he got them off the ground. And then, you know, they've struggled, but Tony Khan is going to get that fixed, hopefully. You know? I would really love to see Colt Cabana get more television time. I like Colt Cabana. You know, if Punk has a problem with it, that's his problem, you know. But, you know, don't take that from other people. And yeah, if Punk wants to not be friends with them, that's his choice. I hope that they can make up before it's all said and done. Before, you know, they leave this world, I hope that they can patch things up. That's the hope anyway. I don't know. We'll see. But, you know, Ace Steel. Did Ace Steel know anything? Did Ace, because he got let go too, because he was in this backstage fight too with, I think he was trying to help Punk or something. He threw a chair at someone, or I don't know what he did, apparently. I guess Ace Steel's got, nerves of steel. I don't know. See what I did there? Whoops. I don't know. It's, best you can hope for is that he recovers, and maybe the buyout rumors are just that. Maybe they're just rumors, hopefully. Maybe he'll resign, I don't know. Maybe he'll come to an agreement with, maybe Tony can get all these guys in a room together and be like, look, you guys need to freaking work together. You need to chill out. You know, no more of this. And I think it's good that Chris Jericho, good for Chris Jericho, for stepping up and being a locker room leader, you know, during all this stuff. That's good for him. Tony Khan is a lucky man to have people like Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson in his locker room, you know, being locker room leaders. That's good. You know, Punk, to an extent, I guess he apparently does have some kind of an office job, but I don't know if, so apparently he's still kind of working for AEW, but I don't know if he's going to be in ring talent anymore. I don't know if that's the case, but like, you know, like I said, it's just a sad situation. It's a shame. Can only hope that things get better. You know, I wonder if Ace knew about it. I wonder if they brought him out. Maybe this was all just a coincidence. Maybe they brought him out for the segment and then they just didn't know that he was gonna... I mean, I don't think it's a work, but if it was, that would be a good heck of a freaking way to do it. But like... I don't know, he got Ace Steel fired. And Ace was one of his best friends. You got Ace Steel, you got Ace let go for the company, let go from AEW, and yeah, it's sad because I like Ace Steel too. We'll see. We'll just have to see what happens. No, I don't know if he's going. I don't think he's ever going back to WWE. You know, his good was run for what it was. His run was good for what it was. If this is the end, but I can only hope that maybe this can just blow over and maybe we can start fresh. Because he never got to defend. Think about this. The only time he defended the AEW Championship was when he was defending against the interim AEW World Heavyweight Champion. You know, he never defended it, against another person, like non-champion. You know, he never defended it when he wasn't injured. CM Punk is probably going to be the only person in history, in AEW history, to hold that belt twice and never defend it. That's freaking crazy to think about. Yeah. Sad situation. Really sad. But, I don't know, but then again, maybe things will blow over, maybe not, maybe last night, maybe. I don't know, maybe this is their way of getting rid of him, like bringing Colt Cabana back out on television. And yeah, it's going to be bittersweet if that is the case, because I like Cabana, but I don't want to watch Punk go, because I think he still had a lot to prove to that company, and still does have a lot to prove to that company. There's a couple guys that I wanted to see him work with, mainly Brian Pillman Jr., but you just don't know. You just don't know what can happen at the drop of a dime. You just don't know. Here I was talking about it earlier this year in August. I was like, I hope, what's next for CM Punk? Whatever. But, I'm still saying that now, but, back then it was just, is he going to win? He's going to win back the AEW title, maybe. Maybe Brian Pillman Jr., I don't know. But now I don't know. Now I don't know because of this situation. I think things could have maybe been smoothed over if they hadn't maybe gotten that backstage fight. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and find out. But no, he's not going back to WWE. I thought I'd clear that up. At least not until the buyout. I don't think he would personally want to go back to WWE. I wouldn't. I mean, come on, think about it, really, guys. If you were fired on your wedding day and you were out home with an injury and recovering because you felt like you didn't want to be there anymore because you weren't comfortable with your spot or you weren't sure what direction they had for you, he was in a bad place at that time, and that's why I respect him in the first place. If you haven't seen that podcast of Colt Cabana's podcast, Art of Wrestling, I think it's episode 226. It's on YouTube. Watch both of them if you can. It's an interesting read. Interesting story. But, that podcast, as great as it was, may have been the ending of their friendship. I don't know, he did seem a little bit off too, because, I guess he just got out of a match, but, he sounded like he was, congested or something, or, that he was, I don't know, he just sounded off. Because, he would go into, and this isn't him, typically, he goes into this story, and then he goes into something about I don't know. He just kept going back to that, and it's like, okay, dude, like, you just won the AEW title from Jon Moxley. Like, be proud of that. I don't know. Just thought I'd address that. Just thought I'd come up here and give my opinions on that, because I hadn't talked about it in detail since it happened. Talked about it a little bit on my prediction or my review video for both the pay-per-views that weekend. I'm gonna upload this, and depending on if the internet's good, I will come up here after I start packing or finish packing tonight, and I will probably come up here early in the morning if this is out, and drop the Eddie Guerrero DVD review. I might actually watch that while I'm packing the rest of my stuff. So, I don't know, just thought I'd come up here and address that. That's my thoughts on it. Like I said, conflicted. I respect him, but at the same time, I don't think he should have done it the way that he did. I don't know, go watch that. Go watch the Media Scrum. Go watch the podcast. Let me know what you think of it. If you get the chance, feel free to. And feel free to subscribe to this channel. I want to hit 40 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm at 21. Come on, guys. Come on. Please, I need these. Please. Please, guys, I want to start doing reaction videos, and I want to have a chat room where I can chat with you guys personally. You know, I want to be able to do that. So if we're going to do that, we got to start getting the numbers up. Come on, guys. Really, I need this. I love doing this for you guys. Please like, subscribe, comment if it's enabled. I will try to fix that this week. Might come up here and do a little video. I don't know how much I'm going to be in the loop with things, because I'm going to do another stuff. So, we'll see. You might see me next week, might not. But if not, I will be back hopefully in time for Survivor Series. And I'll get my predictions and thoughts on that too. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. If not, I will see you in a couple weeks, or next week, or whenever I get the chance. Hope you guys enjoy my stuff. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. Be happy. Be excited. And peace. See y'all.